Hey guys, Gabby Epstein here and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to have finally started a YouTube. This is something you guys have asked me to do for a while now, so I'm really excited to start creating some cool videos for you guys. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but a few days ago, I posted on my Instagram story that for my first video, I was gonna do a Q&A so you guys can get to know me better. And you guys sent me hundreds of questions and I screenshot my favorite ones and I'm ready to answer them for you. So let's get started. First question is an easy one. Who is your favorite Office character and what is your favorite episode? First of all, Dwight Schrute is the best character of any TV show ever. His one-liners are amazing and the show wouldn't be the same without him. My favorite episode is definitely Stress Relief. If you haven't watched the series, I highly recommend you go to YouTube and just watch this scene. It's hilarious. What's my favorite place to travel to? So my two favorite places are definitely Greece and Hawaii. For anyone who hasn't been, I highly recommend seeing Mykonos and Kauai. They're definitely my favorite places on earth. So the next question you guys asked was if I have any tattoos. And yes, I have a pinky tattoo of a smiley face, and it's actually a matching tattoo with one of my friends from the States. It's on her pinky, and if you can imagine it, it's two people hugging. So I got my first one when I was 18, and it was a smiley face on the bottom of my big toe. I know, it's super gangster. It only lasted about 6 months though, so don't get any tattoos on the bottom of your feet. They don't last very long. So I've also had a lot of questions about my dog, Hunter, and you guys wanna know how old is she and what kind of dog is she? I call her a puppy. She's definitely not a puppy. She's 3 years old now, and apparently she's Tibetan Spaniel, but if you Google Tibetan Spaniel, she doesn't look anything like that. So I think she's a bit of a mix of a few breeds. And how I actually got her, I hate going to the movies. And one of my friends tried to make me go to the Batman movie with her. And we walked past a pet store and there was one puppy in the window, that was it, and it was Hunter. And she was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I went and asked the shop owner and they said she was the smallest, she was a runt of the litter and no one wanted her. So in order to get out of seeing the movie, I bought a puppy. So that's how I ended up buying Hunter. So a lot of you guys have also asked what I do to work out, how many times a week I work out, and what my favorite sport is. So I'll probably do a whole episode later about my workout routine and take you guys to the gym with me. But I usually work out around 5 to 6 times a week, and my favorite exercises are usually boxing and Pilates. I hate running. You will never catch me running. What would I be doing if Instagram didn't exist? So before I started Instagram, I was actually studying biomedical science at university. I'm a little bit of a closet nerd. I really love science. When I was younger, I really wanted to either be a doctor or be a vet. So I've kind of put my studies on hold at the moment, just because I'm traveling so much. But when I finish, I'd love to go back and continue my studies. Do I have any annoying traits? I'm gonna say I don't have any annoying traits, but my boyfriend James is sitting behind me and he probably has a different answer.
Am I gonna get in trouble?
Yes?
You wake me up at about 4 o'clock every morning because you're awake.
I get up really early every morning. For some reason, I'm awake by 4:35 every day. I'm one of those people who, as soon as I wake up, I have a lot of energy for some reason. And I like other people around me to be awake as well. So I wake James up every morning around 5:30 and he hates it.
Your phone's always dead and you steal my chargers all the time.
I'm sure most girls can relate to this, but for some reason my phone is always dead.
Always.
As you can see at the moment, I walk around with a portable charger connected to my phone at all times. I have about 3 of them, and I'm terrible at trying to remember to charge my phones. So I usually steal his chargers and phones.
Well, I'm a bit OCD and
Okay.
I like things being clean. So I come here and clean her apartment.
I am the messiest human you've ever met. When you walk into my apartment, there is usually clothes everywhere. If you're sharing a hotel room with me, there'll be things all over the bathroom, things all over the floor. And I like to see things on the floor and I hate living out of a suitcase, but it's probably very annoying for anyone living with me or traveling with me. So what are 3 things you can't live without? All right, so first of all, most importantly, my dog Hunter. I'm actually obsessed with her. Oh, Mom, I'm trying to film a YouTube video. I don't need anything from the pharmacy. Mom. Second is Uber Eats. I am a terrible cook. I really, really wish I could cook, but I'm very lazy. And because I travel so much, it's really hard to grocery shop when you're traveling. So I tend to eat out a lot. So when I'm home, I get into a very bad habit of ordering Uber Eats for most of my meals. And third would probably, if I can combine two into one, would be Netflix and music. I always have some kind of background noise on, whether I'm working out, whether I'm working on my laptop or just hanging out at home. I have Netflix playing constantly. I love watching sitcoms. My favorite shows are Friends, The Office, How I Met Your Mother, Parks and Recreation. I hate watching movies, and my favorite music is either hip hop and rap or country music, and there's nothing in between. So anyone who knows me knows if you get into my car, you pretty much just bought yourself a ticket to a free concert, because I will either be rapping or trying to rap or singing country music. So if you're lucky enough to be in the car with me, that's what you're gonna get. What camera do I use for my Instagram photos, and what filter do I use? Okay, there's no point in me doing a whole video about how I edit my Instagram photos, because since I started, I've always taken my photos on my iPhone. So I currently have an iPhone 7 Plus, and I've tried using a camera, but I think the photos on my phone are just as good, and they're a lot easier to edit. And for all my editing, I highly recommend Visco. I know a lot of bloggers use that, but it's super easy to use and the filters are really cool. So I usually use Visco for all my iPhone and Instagram editing. So you guys also want to know where I live, where I grew up, and about my family. I live and grew up on the Gold Coast. I moved to Brisbane for a couple of years during high school and then moved back to the Gold Coast to study at university. I am the oldest of 3 girls. I have 2 younger sisters and we're all super close. We used to fight a bit when we were younger, I think like most sisters, but we're all best friends now, which I love. And I only live like 10 minutes away from them. My mum and dad live there too, so we're a really close, tight family. Of course, being the oldest child, I'm the favorite child. I even have this sweater, which I wear at Christmas time, even though it's about 40 degrees in the Gold Coast. I think it's worth it. Yeah, so my younger sister, Bella, she's studying university at the moment, and she's incredibly smart. She's doing a double degree of political science and law. I can barely remember what she's doing, let alone study it. And my other sister is a primary school teacher. So I'm also really close to my parents. My mum is amazing. She's very overbearing, like most mums, I guess. We talk probably like 4 or 5 times a day. My mum, if you met her, she's super friendly. She hangs out with my friends more than I do because I'm traveling a lot. I remember once when I was in the States, I called my best friend. It was Saturday morning in Australia, and she FaceTimed me and she was having coffee with my mum. So that's the kind of person my mum is. She's friends with all my friends and you can't help but love her. My dad's a legend as well. He's used to me traveling a lot. He used to worry a lot when I first started traveling. He used to call me all the time, make sure I was safe. But now he just texts me every other day and asks me what country I'm in, just to check I was in the last place he knew about. So next question, do I have any weird traits or talents? Okay, it's kind of gross, but for some reason I have a really long tongue and I can touch my nose with it. Ready? I can also pick my nose with my tongue, but I'm probably not gonna share that because no one wants to see that on YouTube. So if you guys have any weird talents or traits, let me know in the comments because I find it really interesting what kind of weird things people can do. Final question. So I'm actually traveling to LA tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. I'll be there traveling around California for around 2 months, and my boyfriend's coming with me for the first 3 weeks. And you guys have asked what we plan to do there. So I have a whole itinerary. Thank you, my Uber Eats just arrived. So I have a whole itinerary planned out. We're gonna do Disneyland. We're gonna drive down to Laguna. It's a bit touristy, but James hasn't been to LA before, so I'll take him to Hollywood, to Runyon Canyon, down to Santa Monica. But if you guys have any recommendations of what else we should do in LA, let me know as well, either on my Instagram or in the comments below. So thanks guys for watching my first YouTube episode. I hope you guys feel like you got to know me a little bit better. If you have any other ideas or any suggestions of other vlogs you want me to do or anything you want to see, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe to see more videos.